YouTube, what is going on? So we have the Sisterhood Exposed, a cult built on lies, hate, and betrayal by Carmen, my bad, JC. Cameron. The hell are you talking about? I was gonna try to play PvZ Fusion for y'all. I was gonna try to download it, but I'm having issues doing that, so but we will figure something out in terms of a gameplay. I do have some Lethal Company, but I don't know if you guys actually want to watch that stuff. But like I said in the last one, like, share, subscribe. Help me get to 1K by the end of this year. I do have this video, and I need to stop being lazy and make the little challenge or whatever it is for y'all, so it can give you guys hype to join my channel. But anyways, enough yapping for me, because you know, guys, I can yap all day. Let's get into this.
The sisterhood seems to need a reality check, so I guess I'll be the one to give it to you. First of all, you're not.
Disclaimer, I remain neutral in a lot of these videos. I will say certain things here and there, but that's just to add to conversation. So if you feel any kind of way, leave it in the comment section down below. Tell me how you feel. Tell me if you think I'm handsome today, or you can tell me if you think I'm ugly. Hey, say whatever you need to say. I'm here for it. And yeah, show your support. Leave that like and that sub, okay? But this is a black woman coming out and saying this. I know y'all felt some type of way with that Charles Forte video about that baby mama, but it's a black woman. So let's go ahead here.
Desirable. Let's start there. You have horrible attitudes and you behave like animals.
There's nothing that you can say that's going to take them into the real world, because they live in delusion. They thrive in delusion.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing. Black men suck.
Wow. That, ouch. Wow. That's all I can say about that one.
Bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
You know what's so crazy? I seen a video of, and I'm sorry for pausing. I seen a video of them talking about Travis Kelce and how he was dating a black woman, and how he ended up, of course, dating Taylor Swift. And now black women hate Travis Kelce because, like, oh, look at him, like he did. When they do it, it's empowering. It's period. Yes, get you Tyler, because Tyrone don't want to act right. Boss up, babe. And I would always see those videos, and I'd be like, people are people just not ashamed anymore, like, to just show that they're so hypocrite. They're just living in hypocrisy. This woman said when she sees a black guy with a white woman, like, she's like, I date a white guy. Like, I'm happy for me, and I'm happy that my sisters are happy for me. But then she says, when I see a black man with a white woman, she's like, like, yo, you just can't do what they do, bro. Hey, anyway.
So if I wanted a high value man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated.
So the sisterhood decided to poke the bear, and y'all know I was not feeling great. I was at home. I was minding my business. I'm just trying to get better so I can, put content out for you guys. And anybody who knows me know I do not bother people. I keep to myself. I'm usually working on content or projects around the house.
That's nice.
But then I get online, and what do I see? A group of black women attacking me over a video I did over a month and a half ago.
Oh.
And another girl just crashing out over a video I did a few days ago, and it just didn't stop. It went on for like 3 days straight, and I don't know if this is their form of bullying, but it doesn't work, not with me at least. I am not kidding, and honestly, one of them are probably still crashing out right now. So I made this video in response. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
The sisterhood seems to need a reality check, so I guess I'll be the one to give it to you. First of all, you're not desirable. Let's start there. You have horrible attitudes and you behave like animals. Not to mention your own men don't want you, and when they do sleep with you, they leave you, and you breed destruction because your womb is cursed. You care more about aesthetic and Gucci, Louis, and Prada than you care about your children and making sure your children can read, and at the very least, making sure they're safe. This is why they're laid out in the streets. And do I have to add that your children are killing each other? Amazing. Y'all are the main ones that promote dysfunction. You support Sexy Red as she sell your children yellow.
And you know what? I will say one thing about this. She's going in and she's going in pretty hard. Now, some of the comments, I'm like I said, it ain't come out of my mouth. I step back away from it. I'm not saying that black women are undesirable. I personally think black women are some of the prettiest women on this earth. I know I might seem cooked for that, but I love black women. I like her complexion. I love her brown complexion. I love them dark. I love them brown. I love them caramel. It doesn't matter to me. If you're a black woman, I think that you're pretty. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet. But with that whole sexy red statement though, hey man, I've been saying that since I was in middle school. It's like females listen to such degrading music and they say that stuff doesn't influence them, but it does. Because when I was in high school, even in college, when you hear or when you heard those City Girls song, Real Ass Bitch, Give a Fuck About a Nigga, bro, it was national anthem. And likewise with this other song with Whammy or whatever, Big Pluto with Sexy Red, and then the other song she got where she like can't fuck him, can't suck him, and and if he want the cat, he gotta spend it. I'm talking about innocent. Yes, bro. They live it, bro. It be good girls singing them songs, twerking, do it. Oh God. And Jesus wept. Our black women need help and prayer.
Discharge and gonorrhea lip glosses. Do I need to continue? And then you have the nerve to complain about black men when you're the ones that's raising them. And when they raise children by themselves, they do a hell of a better job than you do. And then you have the nerve to shame black men when you guys are doing God knows what for money behind closed doors. You're poisoning their children. And
bro, I am not gonna lie. If there is any example, and I'm so sorry that I have to bring this up right now mid-video, buddy, please, act like you... Hello? Do I have a computer or what? Anyways, let's act like we know how to use our damn computer. Let's go up over here. Y'all can see my little search history, yes. Y'all can see my little videos and how I'm on a different account. It says they ruined the show. I put that in my watch later this week. Definitely checking that out. Frieza. No, what are you doing? Frieza, Goku versus... But no. Frieza versus Jiren. This is exactly how she's grilling y'all.
My. What's happened to your stoic poker face? You seem a bit winded. Shut once again.
You said I'm fresh. Then my shell of strength has been cracked.
Yo, if a nigga ever... Yo, I need to ask this to my homeboys. We need to all get on a group Discord and rate some of these ass whoopings, bro. If a nigga whoop your ass is bad, bro, and you with your homeboys, bro, what are we doing? A, are we running? B, are we trying to jump him back? C, are we getting the strap? Or D, nigga, we just praying to God that the internet not gonna catch one of this. Ooh, that ass whooping was bad. It don't do it justice in the dub. We need it in the sub. We need it in the sub. So, English sub. No. Nah, it doesn't. Jiren beats Frieza. My bad, y'all. Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get back to our video. Because she's not playing,
and you
bro.
are just dysfunctional all the way around. And the fact that you think that your aesthetic changes your mentality is amazing. And if you just see how you and your children act on social media, in the real world, just all the way around, it is disgusting because you are disgusting. And do I have to mention that you guys lead in everything that is negative? STDs, abortion, obesity, single motherhood. And you think you're smarter than everybody else when you're the dumbest group in America.
Damn.
And y'all swear everyone wants to be like y'all, but y'all just really want to be like white women, which you will never be.
Now, that right there is the reality check that the sisterhood doesn't want to hear. And if you're mad already, congratulations, you're a part of the problem.
Damn.
Because the truth is simple. The so-called sisterhood isn't empowerment. It isn't unity. It isn't love. It is a cult, okay? A delusional bubble where women hype each other up while secretly hating each other and betraying each other and destroying everything around them. So today, we're going to pull back the mask off the sisterhood for what it really is. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Carmen JC. Hit the like and subscribe if you're new here, or if you want to support the channel. Hit the super thanks or the buy me a coffee link below. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys. So what is the sisterhood? Might I say, plain and simple, it is a cult of fake unity, toxic dysfunction, and zero accountability. They act like they're empowering each other, but it's just dysfunction wrapped in glitter. They secretly hate each other, but they clap for each other's worst behavior because the rule is to protect the sisterhood at all costs. They call it support, but it's sabotage. They hype
that and being a girl's girl. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen examples of bad sisterhood. There was this woman not too long ago who talked about like how the internet basically made her divorce her husband, and it was because she got a BBL, and her BBL actually started to stink, and she was like, because of, you know, being a girl's girl and listening to all these other girlies online, they were like, oh, he's just jealous of you, he's just this, he's just that, and she at some point in time had to confess, like, nah, like my BBL was stinking and it was bad, and you know, my clothes were smelling bad even after I washed them, and it's like, that poor man tried to endure it with you, and you just thought, you listened to the sisterhood that was literally sabotaging you. And of course, when she said all that stuff, they turned on her like a rabid dog. And kind of like that, how this woman is kind of expressing, yeah, it's true. Like, it get like that, I'm not gonna lie. And even in terms of like the red pill stuff for guys, it's telling you to be smart in a dating scene, which isn't a problem. But if you subscribe too much to it, you're going to become a horrible guy. Because they're just going to tell you all women are just toxic, crazy, you know, weirdo. You just need to dominate them and exercise your birthright and step on these bitches' necks. And that's not what we're here to do as men at all. And likewise with women. Women are not here to step on our necks. And we're not here to fight each other. Like, that's all lies from the devil. But anyways.
up degeneracy. They defend violence and clap for people like Sexy Red, like it is culture. Everything is inverted. What should be shameful gets celebrated. What should be honorable gets mocked. And the second that you hold them accountable, you're instantly labeled as a hater,
a pick-me,
or a
yes,
pick-me. And not to mention, they will all hop on you, tag team you like a pack of hyenas. Okay? Quite frankly, it is embarrassing, and I'm not the only one noticing it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this creator. She seems to have a problem with the sisterhood, too. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Tell y'all about the sisterhood, right? If they love you, if they like you, you are the most beautiful thing in the world. Everything about you is amazing. But if they hate you, you're ugly. You're a mess. They don't want nothing to do with you, right? Because they don't live in reality, right? Those women have never been told the truth in their lives, right? And when they get pissed off or somebody triggers them, right, or they feel convicted, when they hear certain things, they don't know what to do but to insult. They don't know what to do but to try to argue about something that can't be argued. Or
I'm sorry, guys, for smiling. I'm thinking about this guy named Andy Pants Gaming. And he made me think about this game called like Dustborn or something. And I think that's like your secret or your special ability in that game, is that you can get triggered and cancel and cancel down businesses. It's like, who the hell wrote this? Oh man, anyways.
Shouldn't be argued, shall I say. When it comes to these women, you cannot stoop to their level. You have to know how to rise above.
Yeah, as a woman, y'all can. But as guys, if you ever match a woman's energy, like if she's arguing with you and she says something and you actually know the facts about it, like she's like, oh, well, more women are attacked at nighttime, this and that, and you just turn around and say, do you know that most violent crimes that happen and, you know, at nighttime, 3 out of 4 times happens to men? And all you gotta do is just say that fact right there, that figure to them. And she would dead ass look you in the face and say, you're sassy, you're gay, or you're this or you're that. Because All you did was just cite evidence. And they'd be like, you're a grown-ass man. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. That sisterhood stuff does engage in a lot of rage bait activity. Their arguments is to gang bully you and to belittle you into submission. And if you don't submit, if you don't apologize and, don't let them run all over you, they're going to call you every name in the book. I've experienced this as a man. Like, before even getting to this age, I was experiencing crap like this in middle school. I was very debative in middle school and high school. I would debate all the time. There's actually a video of me, and it might still be on the internet floating somewhere, where I was going to get in a fight with this one girl. And I told her, respectfully, one, I have been very respectful with you. I haven't been trying to talk about your character. I haven't called you nothing under the sun. You've been calling me a bitch, a little dick dude, all this and that. And so I told her, look, I'm going to let you hit me. I'm going to be a gentleman. You can touch me. And then the moment that you do, I'm going to fuck you up. How about that? And of course, I'm big bad guy. When this is her second time doing this. The first time I gave it to her for free. I didn't even reciprocate. I was just like, wow, you being so crazy. That second time I put my foot down. And guess who they gonna say is the big bad guy? You already know it. But you gotta understand, bro, they hated Jesus. And all he wanted to do was just help people. Anyway.
Them and not feed into it, because they don't live in reality, because there's nothing that you can say that's going to take them into the real world, because they live in delusion. They thrive in delusion. So that's why where they are, right? And what you're saying doesn't make any sense, because why would it? So as I said, the sisterhood will tell you whatever you want to hear, as long as you don't piss them off. Once you piss them off, baby, you'll really see what they really are like when you piss them off. That's what it really boils down to.
And it's not just her. Let's listen to one more creator who also seems to see some things wrong with the sisterhood. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Okay.
I love the fact that she's also getting all black women. The next thing I think she needs to get is she needs to get a gay man. If they can have a gay man that's got some common sense to also talk about how toxic the sisterhood is, then they have no other I guess, like, support pillar groups. Like, they essentially got the perspective from the black woman, and she's in that sisterhood group. They got the support of a gay man or a trans man, so he's also in that sisterhood group, I would presume, because they say anybody can be a sister as long as they identify. And then they don't listen to black men. They don't listen to me and you, because we're just we are like slightly, and when it comes down to the victimhood pyramid scheme thing, we're slightly above white men. And yeah, that's about it. But we're all still at the bottom of the barrel. I think if she got those individuals there talking about like how toxic the sisterhood culture is, this would have been a fantastic video. Anyways,
I don't care what nobody say. I really cannot stand the sisterhood. Like, I cannot stand it. Like, even the name. Because I just feel like one thing that I cannot stand about women is that a lot of women only come together for dumb stuff. Like, they want to come together to talk about these men. They want to come together to talk about other people's business, talk about what the next chick got going on, talk about all this stuff that's irrelevant. But they don't want to come together for a reason that...
Or talk about coming together to not do 50-50. You'll see all these girls, like, all they do on their social media pages is just talk about 50-50. But, like, let's talk about genuine things to elevate each other. Let's talk about positive affirmations. Let's talk about getting into our divine feminine. Like, let's talk about reading the Bible. Let's talk about having a good relationship with God. Let's stop talking about these celebrities. I could give a damn how many times Cardi B gets pregnant, bruh. Why are we still talking about this stuff? Shade Room. All these other, like, those are those examples. And I'm not gonna say I agree with everything. I don't think that only black women get together for dumb things. Some black women, and I've seen like lock sanity groups, they get together for their locks. I want to do that one day. But I can agree. There's certain things that I see nothing but our women engaging in, and it is degenerate stuff in terms of like oh man, Cardi B, or whether she got pregnant by Stefan, another dude, Offset. Is it like, why do we care, bro? Leave them people alone. Now I know I do YouTube videos, so I gotta kind of talk about some of these things, but y'all just be on the internet and like just talking about stuff in the comment section. What are you doing? Like, do something.
It actually makes sense. Like, women don't want to come together to talk about getting on no birth control. They don't want to come together to talk about holding each other accountable for their poor life decisions. They don't want to come together to get no money. Like, they don't want to come together for no reason of substance. Like, and it just be blowing me. Like, that's why I don't have no whole bunch of female friends, because it's like, you're not about to call my phone to not talk about shit. Like, a lot of these females don't be talking about shit. And it really be blowing me. Like, that sisterhood be blowing me. Like,
see what I mean? People are waking up to the reality that the sisterhood is toxic, it is fake, and it is destructive. And if you think it's empowerment, then you're either in denial or you're profiting from it. These women thrive in delusion because you have to be delusional to be unaccountable. It is disgusting. They don't care about anything outside of themselves, not even their children, not even their children's safety or if their children can read. It is alarming, okay? And that's why the sisterhood needs to be stopped. Now, inside the sisterhood, there is a pyramid. At the top, dysfunction gets dressed up in wigs, glam, and heels. You have people like Jasmine Crockett who throw public tantrums. She just acts like a complete clown and is embarrassing to the culture every chance she gets. Then you have people like Kamala Harris, who is arrogant, and she also indulges in the cult-like behavior, whether you count her as an official, member of the sisterhood. She plays a role. Fake leadership, fake empowerment, fake pride, just fake, fake, fake. And then you have people like Beyonce, who sells feminism and independence while pushing hypersexuality on little girls, then hide behind her marriage. Even like the times that she do her concert around like tax season, like every time she drops a concert, it is around that time because she is not empowering you guys. She is exploiting you. And Ciara is another one. She is married to Russell Wilson, but she's always twerking, half naked. Like, she is single. She literally neuters him. Russell claps like he's a trained SEAL while she runs the show.
I don't know why I found that so funny. I don't know why I found that so funny, but you know what? That's how some of these women, I'm not gonna lie, they like their relationships like that. I see girls, some of them I've actually grown up with because I knew some females from when I was a kid. And to see them posting stuff like that, like they'd be like, my program, shut up, EMP, you know what that means. Don't talk back, do whatever I say. Like, go date a woman. A man has a place and he has a responsibility of being a leader. We can't keep on demonizing men, saying that they don't want to lead, that there are no leader men, and that all these guys are in their princess era when y'all don't want to deal with men like that. You just put on your program, you want a do boy. And the craziest part is they don't respect do boys. They use them. So that's very weird to me, but yeah.
And the sisterhood eats this up. They don't want Russells. They want futures and little babies, but Russells are just the backup plan. This is why you see them.
Yeah, they will hold you. I can agree with that one. A woman will hold you, and likewise a man as well, because some men do this as well. They will hold you as an option. They will be close enough to talk to you, not close enough to want to get in a relationship with you. Give you all this jargon about how they're just not in the right mental space or how they're just not where they want to be. And those are valid critiques and valid reasons not to get in a relationship. And then turn around maybe like a month or two later after you go through that spiel in that game, and then they're with somebody else. And so you, as their backup option, would think to yourself, oh my gosh, like, they told me that, they were just taking a break or that they were just healing or they were just doing this, they were doing that. And you're going to feel hurt and feel some type of way about it. And then watch when they spin the block once you actually get back onto your purpose and once God starts showing you favor. Because one thing that's going to happen is God is going to see how they did you wrong, and He's going to expedite your growth. He's going to come to elevate you. And when they see how God gave you favor, trust and believe they're going to come back. They're going to stalk, they're going to lurk, and then they're going to realize that good guy, that good girl, that they did wrong. Oh, I should have never got rid of that, because you know what such and such was doing? They helped them get more trust issues and get more damage and all this and all that. But instead of just being mature and realizing that they should have just stayed with you in the first place, I guess what this woman's kind of alluding to, sisterhood would rather tell you, girl, just date them all. And I see it. I've done seen several posts like that on my TikTok. Like, I need to make a video like this, but I don't want to, because I don't want to keep on having to run into saying certain things about black women. I really don't want to. Like, this is not my YouTube. My YouTube is not just talking bad about black women or women, period. But people think that's what I'm getting on the internet to do. Like, I'm just letting it come out of her mouth, man. You know?
I'm asking Sierra, like, hey, Sierra, what is this prayer that you use to get this man? Because they want a man that doesn't hold them accountable, that just lets them run wild and just do whatever they want. This is why they admire her relationship so much. And then you have people like Sexy Red, who profits off of prostitution music, sells lip glosses that says booty hole brown and gonorrhea for kids. And somehow she is called relatable. No, she is selling destruction right to your children, and you guys are clapping and allowing it. And what do they all have in common? What do all these women have in common? They profit. Jasmine, Kamala, Beyonce, Sierra, Sexy Red, they milk the sisterhood for checks while their children pay the price. Now, at the bottom of the pyramid, you have the women on the Spirit Airlines fighting on Carnival Cruises, stealing out of Walmart with their children in the card, animalistic and broken dysfunction on display. The only difference between Sierra at the top and the Walmart brawlers at the bottom is a stylist and a PR team. Same
Walmart
dysfunction,
brawlers.
just different packaging. But here's the cycle. The bottom funds the top. They buy the music, they stream the shows, they vote for the politicians, and they copy the behavior. The top sells the dysfunction back down. Your kids get caught in the middle, okay? And the people in the middle, women like myself, women who are not a part of the 92% grounded in reality, focus mainly on family and dignity, okay? But even here, we have people who are silent and complicit and don't speak up. And these people in the middle are the last line of defense. So if you're going to be a person that is in the middle, you have to call out this cult-like behavior, because I am telling you, it will take down the entirety of Black culture. And you guys are not taking it serious, but do not come back to me when it happens, because it will happen if we keep going how we're going. And if you need more proof that this sisterhood is dysfunctional, just look at the entertainment that they consume. 10 seasons of Love and Hip Hop, wigs being thrown, bottles being thrown, men being passed around like hand-me-downs. Baddies is another one. Women fist fighting in rented mansions while yelling. Sisterhood between punches. Zeus Networks makes millions off of women acting like animals because women actually pay to watch it. And that behavior trickles down to Carnival Cruises brawls, Spirit Airlines flights, Walmart parking showdowns. The top sells the bottom how to act, the bottom copies, and the cycle spins. Behind closed doors, the same thing. They hype each other up in selfies. They drag each other in group chats. They clap for outfits, then they sleep with each other's men. That is not loyalty. That is betrayal wrapped in lip gloss. And these girls are the same women fueling alarming statistics when it comes to single motherhood, when it comes to obesity, STDs, debt, depression, raising criminals. The receipts are written in numbers. And that's why so many of these women are single, undesirable. They don't respect men. And that's why there's a constant war between Black men and women. And don't get it twisted. It's not just a battle. It is hate. They hate Black men. And if you don't believe me, let's go ahead and take a look at this clip.
What's your favorite thing about?
Let's not do the misandry stuff, please. I don't like, because it's socially acceptable for women to say their hate for men and talk about the male loneliness epidemic and celebrate, because they have that excuse of, well, we were oppressed. And I think that's a very low form of just, it's a really low blow. I don't like seeing it, but I guess let's tune into it, guys.
Black man.
Nothing. Black men suck.
What you?
They're bad. They cheat. They don't care. I'm with the white boys.
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
Why is it that?
I don't like black men. Not very many meet my standards.
And she's a pretty girl. And
What's your favorite thing about black men?
Nothing.
wow.
They're just terrible.
Would you rather be trapped in a forest with a
A
black
man
man
or a bear?
or a bear?
Oh, man.
Bear.
Why the bear?
Safer.
Huh?
Really?
Than all men, yeah.
Would you rather be trapped in the forest with a black man or a bear?
A bear.
A bear?
Like, what do you mean, a black man?
A black man. Like,
Did you need her to tell you a nigga? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but what do you mean a black man? Was she talking about an alien? Yo, that's wow. Even the stud said it. Let me watch. The stud said she'd rather be with a bear.
Like, what do you mean, a black man?
A black man, like a black man.
Just a random black man?
Yeah, a random black man.
A bear. I would say bear.
Why did you choose your answer?
Because I don't like niggas.
Okay, period. What about you?
Because I don't know. I don't feel comfortable around just any type of nigga. Like, unless I'm with my folks.
But you feel comfortable being around any kind of bear? Like, a lot of people, and this isn't just women when it comes down to like thinking that animals are better than men. A lot of people in America grossly underestimate how strong and how powerful they are. People think they can actually fight a gray wolf. Man, that gray wolf is taking a lot of y'all, is farming his KD on a lot of y'all. All right, chill out.
Then, yeah, but I ain't.
Facts. What about you?
Every man ain't trustworthy.
Black women definitely hate black women. And if you remember Kevin Samuels, he was doing the world's work. Let me go ahead and refresh your memory. Go ahead and take a listen.
So if I wanted a high volume man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one. How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
180. As you can tell, I'm heavy chested.
Yes,
like
but listen. 5'4", 180.
Damn.
You weigh more than a man. Hi. How old are you?
Guess.
Don't play with me. Guess these nuts. Overvaluing yourself. The fact that you're not as attractive as you think you are.
I don't want to argue with you.
You don't have to. I mean, there is no argument to fact.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business.
I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that shit on my channel. You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. God damn! I don't deal with you big sassy ass broads.
Kind of understand why these
and show the clips of them celebrating when he died. That kind of is so messed up that a man died and we're on the internet celebrating.
This man were calling him the Godfather, and when he died, the sisterhood celebrated because he was telling the truth, and the truth hurts. And don't believe me? Take a listen to this clip.
This man was a hypocrite, in my honest opinion. He really was. I didn't find anything about him to be healing. He insulted African-American women on a consistent basis. One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a sharp shock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity.
And they would say things like karma, this and that, but they don't want to call it reaping what you sow. Hey man, something else that's very alarming is that they would never give credit to God. But they all be like, you know, whenever something good happens to them, oh yeah, God did. But then they start getting into praising zodiacs, all these different shamans, law of attraction, this and like all these things that just doesn't give God the credit. And I'm not saying that God killed Kevin Samuels or anything like that, but still, like I just want to go ahead and just point that out. They always know this thing about like a goddess or something, like karma or Mother Earth or this or that. Like it's very just female centric. You know, maybe that's just a nitpick, but yeah.
That you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman that we don't yet know the nationality.
It was a black woman.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely disgusting. Kevin Samuels sparked the Red Pill movement. He did it single-handedly, and women didn't want to hear it. That's why dismantling the sisterhood is critical, because Kevin Samuels was in the process of getting this done. He was actually the one that was leading the charge on this, and now it takes people like myself, women like me, that is going to have to stand up to the sisterhood and let them understand why it is dysfunctional, why they need to be stopped, because if we don't stop them, I know I just said this, but we are, you know what I mean? We're done. As Black culture, as Black women, we have to do a better job. And the sisterhood is not the answer. The sisterhood is the Trojan horse that is keeping the dysfunction going. Okay? So us as women, us as Black people, we have to do a better job, and we have to hold them accountable. We cannot keep letting them attack us and report us and try to get our pages taken down because they don't agree with us. They're going to be stopped, and I promise you this, I will be the one to lead the charge on that if it comes down to it, because I am not going to allow this to happen. Now, to be clear, this is not about picking on Black women. This is about the sisterhood. It is not rooted in unity, not rooted in love. It is a toxic, delusional bubble destroying men, children, families, and culture. Celebrities feed dysfunction to the bottom funds them right back. The middle women stay silent, and the community pays the price. The behavior is disgusting, it is inverted, and quite frankly, we cannot afford it. That is why the sisterhood needs to be dismantled. All right, guys, as promised, I'm going to get into some of you guys' comments. Irigen says, thank you for your time and work. You're intelligent, fierce, beautiful, never stop being you. Thank you so much, Irigen. I hope I am saying your name right. I really appreciate you.
Okay, and so I guess that is the ending of it all, where she's going through the comment section and stuff like that. I don't know how y'all feel about the video in particular, but I do have some takeaways. Like I said, I'm neutral. Some things I don't really agree with. Some things are kind of hard, but I'm just not gonna be the one to say it. That's why I'm not gonna get behind any of that stuff. But the things that I did say, I can relate to. But even that stuff, I'm not gonna put that on the entirety of Black women. I do think that there are some Black women, because I know them, some of them are my friends, where yes, they might listen to Little Whammy or the Sexy Reds or the Megan Thee Stallions, but when it comes down to their actual heart and character, they know that a man is to be listened to, that a man is supposed to be the leader of their household, and that they are submissive. They do have feminine traits and are feminine in nature, and I love that for them. I think that's an amazing, incredible thing that those women have going for them. While it might not be all of them, you know, we have hope that some. There are a select few, and kind of like how I feel, because I'm not a pessimistic person, I'm an optimistic person. Even the Bible talks about it. There's billions of people on this earth, but yet there's going to be hundreds of thousands that get saved. That should let you know that even though, yes, it is a lot of people who's cooked, still, there remains hope that humanity survives. There remains hope that we're not just working for nothing, and that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, that things do get better at some point in time. So if you feel likewise about that and you've enjoyed my commentary and things, do please leave a like and a subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.